Vacuole. Vacuoles are present in all the cells. In animal cells, vacuoles are small in size and they are more in number. But in plant cell, there is large central vacuole. Similarly, in fungi also, there is large vacuole present. So just have a look. Like this is cell. If this is plant cell, you will find large vacuole that is central in position, due to which nucleus and other cell organelles are pushed to the periphery. So in plant cell large, and similarly in fungi also large vacuole is present, but in animal cell small bubble-like structures are present in the cytoplasm. They can be more than one in number. Okay, so what are vacuoles basically? They are storage sacs which are filled with solid or liquid content. They are having a unit membrane which is called tonoplast. So I'm going to make vacuole now. So basically they are storage sacs of liquid and solid content. They are bounded by unit membrane. The membrane of this vacuole is called tonoplast. And whatever is filled in this membrane, that is called cell sap. This is cell sap. Basically, the cell sap contains water, some mineral salts, organic salts, amino acids, proteins, some pigments. So all these substances are present in this cell sap. Vacuoles are basically, what is the function of vacuole? As I told you, it is a storage site of different substances which can be useful for the cell or which can be harmful, even some toxin. They are stored in the vacuole. And in unicellular organisms, like in amoeba, paramecium, we have done how amoeba capture food. In previous class, you have done that amoeba capture food and it develops pseudopodia to capture food, and a food vacuole is created which acts like a false stomach. Because it is single cell, there is no organ. So this vacuole serves the function of ingestion of food and finally digestion of food. So vacuoles are storage sacs which are unit membrane bound by tonoplast and having cell sap which contains important substances. And in animal cells, they are few in number, they are scattered in the cytoplasm and they are temporary. But in plant cells, from Golgi apparatus or from endoplasmic reticulum, vacuoles develop which combine with each other and make large vacuole which is called large vacuole. So this is a basic difference. In plant cells, small vacuoles are present. In plant cells, there is large vacuole. Okay, now what are the functions of vacuole? First of all, in unicellular organism, in functions we are going to do now. In unicellular organisms, vacuoles help in the ingestion and, or you can say, the digestion of food. So whatever food particle is taken, bubble is developed, vacuole is developed, through which it is finally digested, and we call it false stomach. And it helps in osmoregulation also. In unicellular organism, it helps in osmoregulation. I'm going to tell you what is this. Osmoregulation means it maintains osmotic pressure in the cell. So this vacuole maintains osmotic pressure in the cell, and we call it, this process is called osmoregulation. Next, it provides rigidity and turgidity to the cell. Maintains shape of the cell. Turgidity and rigidity is maintained. It gives proper shape to the cell, it keeps it intact. It is because of vacuole. So apart from this is storage site of important substances like amino acids, proteins, fats, some minerals, some pigments. So I hope this organelle is clear to you. This is quite simple. Just bubble-like structure you have to show, and you have to label outer covering, that is tonoplast, which is structurally similar to plasma membrane. And cell sap is there, which are water and some important substances and even some harmful substances. Okay, so functions are also clear to you. So plants and animal cells differ on the basis of size and number of vacuoles. Thank you so much. Catch you soon in the next video.